I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey folks, this is Matt once again. Welcome to another review. As you can probably tell, my glasses are a little bit crooked. Fucking Leprechaun came in, sat his fat ass down on them. Probably because I always talk shit about fucking Leprechauns movies. And it's fucking reboot. So I'm probably going to have to go to Walmart, see how much it'll cost, if anything, or whatever, and get these bent back into shape. So fuck you, Leprechaun. Knew you were always an asshole. I won't talk about anything else other than fucking Anaconda 3. It's so fucking good, it gets a 2.7 on IMDb. 2.7 on IMDb. Don E. Fauntleroy directed this. Why does that name sound familiar? Don E. Fauntleroy? Sounds so fucking familiar. Why? Why does that sound so familiar? What else has he directed? Oh, Steven Seagal stuff. Mercenary for Justice. Today You Die. But he directed Urban Justice. I will say I liked Urban Justice with Steven Seagal. That was the last film he did before this piece of shit. I actually liked Urban Justice. For a direct-to-DVD action film, I actually liked it. But Today You Die, you know, yeah, as an audience member, you fucking die watching that piece of shit. Oh, and then he directed the final Anaconda film, the fourth one after this, which I am not seeing tonight after seeing this piece of shit. I'm going to wait another fucking day. Anaconda 3, Offspring with David Hasselhoff. Yeah, the Hoff is in there. These were made, they were pretty much made back to back because they have the same actress, Crystal Allen. She stars in both of them, and they actually, I guess their stories kind of connect because you also have John Rhys-Davies, Scylla from Indiana Jones. He's in both of them. So I can't believe they actually made back-to-back Anaconda sequels. Just crazy. As if that second film was like this big hit, Anacondas, Hunt for the Blood Orchid. That film is fucking classic compared to this film. Like, Anacondas, Hunt for the Blood Orchid, I could watch as the time went through, it had a lot of problems. It's so much better than this fucking movie. I mean, if you tell it's cheap, I mean, it stars fucking Crystal Allen. She's done a lot of TV, which in my opinion is probably where she fucking belongs, because she sucks. I didn't care about her acting. Just a lot of fucking TV work. Made in Manhattan as Mr. Lefert's girlfriend. That's her big roles. Anyway, Anaconda 3... I don't know where the fuck to start with this. I mean, it starts with David Hasselhoff, the Hoff, out there hunting the fucking snake with a group of people. And right off the bat, I'm like, I'm in trouble. Because, I mean, shit doesn't make fucking sense. Snake comes out, of course, CGI Snake, this black fucking snake, spits on a guy, looks like spits blood in his face, but it's probably something else, but it looks like fucking blood in a guy's face. The guy's like, and shit, I'm blind, I can't see. The bad guy shoot at this snake for like a full fucking half a minute or a minute. And the guy's like, also, he keeps going, his vision is blurry and shit. Then I swear to God, all of a sudden, I swear, I don't know if I saw things. I swear to God, this guy's arm was missing. If the, I swear to God, either they fucked up somehow in the editing, but then as I all of a sudden his fucking arm's missing. I'm like, did I just see his arm missing, or am I just fucking seeing things? Maybe I'm seeing things. So you can disregard that if I'm wrong, but I swear to God, this guy just was missing an arm. Drop a fucking hat. Then he clears his eyes, or whatever. And then there's Hoff, and the fucking snake is on the ground. These guys were shooting at him for like half a minute, doing nothing. Then all of a sudden the guy, like, blurry vision, he comes to his senses. And there's the fucking snake on the ground. And you're like, how the fuck did this happen? I don't know. Then it starts out with this female doc, Crystal Allen, doing experiments on these snakes. There's a male snake and there's a female snake, giant anacondas, doing research to use the serum because they want to revitalize cancer patients. And John Rhys-Davies is Murdoch. Okay, every time I think of Murdoch, I think of Rambo 2. Murdoch, coming for you. Murdoch. But it's John Rhys-Davies. He's the guy funding this project. I still don't fucking get, though. They want to use the serum. She actually mentions that. Use the serum. So they tune up the snake's DNA. Right? Because the snakes can tolerate the new serum. So they alter the DNA, that's why they're bigger, to study the gene as to why they tolerate the serum. And I'm like, what? Like, you want to cure cancer, I know that. I understand it. I mean, it's a B-movie thing like Deep Blue Sea. They make the fucking shark's brains bigger. And I know it's bullshit science. Because just because you make a brain bigger doesn't mean shit. You have to teach them something. You have the biggest brain in the world, but if you don't teach them shit, they're not going to know shit. It's not just you have a bigger brain, it's that you have to actually be taught. We have big brains, but we don't know shit unless someone teaches us. And then we learn and we remember, and we rationalize and use it. I put more thought than this fucking movie did. But anyway, but they don't really explain it that well. There's a DNA tune-up, fucking serum, and something about wanting to cure cancer. I'm like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Don't tell me they explained it well. They didn't. I know, I just saw the fucking movie. And then John Rhys-Davies comes in to see what's going on. For some reason, fucks with this male snake with a flashlight, looks through. They have these shitty fucking container units because it smashes the glass. They put the gas, but the fucking doesn't work. And the snakes have a tendency, these anacondas, taking their tail and stabbing through people's chest. What's funny, they're like, oh, this gas will take out 10 rhinos, or whatever the fuck the line was. I'm like, yeah, bullshit. She's still alive, and it goes through the fucking, I guess, the fucking ventilation shaft, and I'm like, these, like, big, gigantic ventilation shafts. I'm like, thank God the ventilation shafts have to be that fucking big. And like, gee, where did it go, George? I don't know. Check the fucking vents. I swear to God, I was not high watching this film or drunk. It took me a while to even realize there were two fucking snakes. I know there was one, but it took me a while to realize there was fucking two snakes. Because I saw one get out, but I didn't see the other. I don't know how the fuck the other got out of there. I must have blacked out from the shittiness of this movie or something, but It took me like halfway through the film to realize, holy shit, there's actually 2 snakes. A male and a female. And guess what? The female's pregnant. Of course. One thing I'll give this film credit for is it has some decent practical effects. Like the snake will tend to bite people's heads off, and it looked alright at times. I mean, snake squeezes a scientist and bites his head off. You have some good practical effects, like after the destruction, you see some, the scientists at the beginning, their dead bodies, like you see a head that's been bitten off. Okay, practical. But then what sucks about it is that later on they actually do those shots with other people getting killed and it's CGI, and you can tell it's fake. When you show real practical blood, makeup effects I should say, then later on you show the CGI version. CGI version isn't going to cut it. It really isn't. I'm eating, so sorry. Fucking... I'm looking at this. I had to write shit down because I know I forget shit. They bite scientist's head off. Then have you a quick scene of David Hasselhoff as he's going to get hired, trying to make him a badass. At least he's got his fucking car. He's not a badass. I'm sorry. Oh, he's in Prime 3 Double D. I don't give a fuck. Double D is double the dicks. I don't care to see it. But he's like, oh, I got this wad of cash, and these 2 guys try to take away from him, and he tries to act like a badass, kicking these 2 guys' ass, and I don't know if I buy 100%. Then he goes in, and he doesn't come back into the film until about the 50-minute mark, give or take. I'm like, okay, great. You have David Hasselhoff as lead. He's in like 2 little scenes. He doesn't come until the 50-minute mark. And then by the end, you find out, oh, he's actually a bad guy. Because he wants to stay alive. Because he wants the baby Anaconda to get for John Rhys-Davies. He wants to use it to... Because it is John Rhys-Davies' character has cancer or something. And, David Hasselhoff kills the guy and tries to fuck up the lead girl. But the lead girl kicks his ass very easily. I'm like, wow, so the Hoff is even a pussy in this movie. Gets his ass kicked easily by this girl. Not only is she a scientist, she knows fucking martial arts. But basically, they head off, and before Hasselhoff gets there, you have the girl and this pussy guy and some mercs. They're heading to where the snake is, has like a tracking device. And you have this long, drawn-out scene with this guy who owns his barn, going out to look at his barn, heard something, goes up, crashes through the fucking floor, thinks there's someone behind him, it's his fucking goat, walks back the ladder again and falls, the ladder breaks and he falls down, knocks himself out, wakes up, and then the snake fucking eats him. And I'm like, wow, this was so fucking drawn out for nothing but padding. I'm like, give me a fucking break. And of course the effects suck. It's Sci-Fi Channel. Saying the effects suck in Sci-Fi Channel is like saying, ooh, both films suck dick. It's like, no shit. Uwe Boll films, always. Well, I don't mind Rampage. All his movies suck dick, though. Itch my nose again! Every time I put on a fucking camera. I want to pick my nose and talk about this fucking movie. There's nothing to it. I mean, they go to that barn the guy was killed, and a few either get stabbed through the chest, and a guy gets his head taken off, and that's where you get the bad CGI, as opposed to the practical effects at the beginning of the film, where you saw the scientists with dead bodies. Here you see a dead body, and you see the blood coming out as purely CGI. David Hasselhoff comes up the 50-man mark. They decided to hunt it down. You get to a point where the lead girl is with these other two mercs. The Jeep crashes as they're trying to chase it. One guy, I guess, dies because he got spit before, and I guess he died in the crash. The girl gets her leg. There's another girl, not the lead girl. Another girl is the merc, gets her leg fucked up, and the snake swallows her. Then you have a moment like, I swear they try to steal from fucking Predator, where she runs, falls in the fucking mud, and the snake's trying to look at her. It's like, oh, you couldn't see me. It's just the mud. You couldn't see me. Like, wow, you trying to rip off Predator now? And then she talks about, oh yeah, we altered DNA, we wanted to cure cancer and all this bullshit. And I swear that's, it was only halfway through the film I found out there was actually two fucking snakes. They go to this abandoned place, and they're just seriously just looking, and oh shit, there's the tractor that David Hasselhoff shot later, and it's on this girl that the fucking Anaconda threw up, and the pussy guy gets stabbed through the chest. Then they run for more. The only guy I did not mind in this movie was the black guy, because he didn't die first. He wasn't comic relief. He was one of the mercenaries, but he actually had a certain moral righteousness to him. A little bit of a religious guy, but not overdoing it. Patrick Regis. He was in a TV movie called The Tower. Someone called Paintball. Not much. That's too bad. Not a great actor, but to be honest, he was the only guy I'm like, man, make him the fucking lead. He's not a great actor, but he's better than any of these other idiots. But they didn't do that shit, so. He's with the lead girl, and she's like, oh, that factory, that's a good place for it. Because they're supposed to be Hasselhoff and this other guy. And they're going through the factory, and literally, a lot of this film is just fucking long pandering, padding of them looking. The black guy and the girl looking. Guy gets fucking caught, squeezed. He puts a fucking grenade, lets it loose, kills the black snake, the male snake. So now it's the female, and this other guy's gonna set the charges. David Hasselhoff shoots him. That's where you did Hoff get his ass beat by a woman, left for dead because she like stabs him with a little knife. And like CGI baby sneaks crawl over Hoff as he's trying to get to this bomb, and it blows up. She walks away like she's fucking Bette Miller of badassness. I don't know why she came to mind, or like Billy Badass or something. Well, Bette Miller is fucking scary in a different way. But fucking then, oh yeah, someone who's working with John Rhys-Davies as well searches through the remains, finds a baby snake, and the lead girl's like burning her documents that she was using for the serum. And that's gonna lead to part 4, which I'm not fucking watching tonight. Oh, your review sucks. Well, you know what? It fits, because the fucking movie sucks. It's Anaconda fucking 3 Offspring. What more can I fucking say? It deserves a 2.7 on IMDb. And most sci-fi films have the same shit wrong with them. Low production value. Bad CGI effects. At times look so fucking cartoony, I'm like, fuck this. Some wooden, shitty acting by most of the people. Most sci-fi channel films, when they get like a famous guy, or they try to get one, quote, celebrity, like David Hasselhoff or someone, it usually means that, man, I don't want to fucking be here, but just collect a paycheck. Like, David Hasselhoff doesn't do much. He's in the beginning of the film for like a minute, there it goes, and then he's in this little scene. We're trying to make him up as a badass, like this hunter guy. He kissed these two guys' ass. Not much to it at all. Then he doesn't come in until the 50-minute mark to hunt the thing. He shoots... You see him like shoot the snake maybe once or twice, actually hitting the motherfucker. Then you get to the ending where, oh, now he's a bad guy, which I swear came out of fucking nowhere. I mean, wow, you know, for some reason I just assumed he would be, quote, the good guy. Kind of like the Dukes of Hazzard guy, Lake Placid 2. Like, usually they have in these sci-fi channel stuff. But no, he's the bad guy. Which, honestly, I didn't give a fuck either way. Lead girl, I couldn't give a rat's ass about. The music is always fucking generic shit on the Sci-Fi Channel. I swear they have just the same fucking music library they just use and put in there. Generic shit. You can tell this film was low budget. Location. It was so bad, I spit out some food. Location-wise, there ain't shit to it. A little facility thing, then a fucking barn, a fucking abandoned place, and then the factory. You out there could probably make this fucking movie too, with the same level of special effects. It has nothing to do with the previous Anaconda films. And nothing to do with it. Yeah, it has nothing to do with this. If I don't fall. There's nothing to do with this film. Nothing. This film is like a 4 point something, but come on. This film definitely had a bigger budget. At least it attempted some practical fucking snake effects. The cast fucking was tenfold better. Well, if you don't like it, that's fine, but this cast beats the shit out of any of these fuckers, including the Hoff. It's not like I'm hardcore David Hasselhoff and, oh my god, it's the Hoff, I creep my pants. He doesn't have a fucking Knight Rider car. He ain't shit. I don't give a fuck about Baywatch. If I did, I wouldn't watch it for David Hasselhoff. I'd watch it for the titties. But if I don't watch titties, why don't I just watch fucking porn and see it all the way through? So why should I watch softcore when I just watch the hardcore? Why I just watch the softcore shit instead of Baywatch? That's the thing. Like, fuck Baywatch. I'll just watch Skinamax. This was much better. Just has more going for it. I mean, listen, you can tell. I mean, you can just tell some of these films that they shot it for cheap, and that's not my fucking problem. It looks cheap. It feels cheap. It is cheap. I know people are like, what's a sci-fi channel film? What do you expect? Not diddly squat, and that's what I got. Doesn't mean I could go, oh, poor baby, Anaconda 3. I'm gonna go easy on you. Fuck that. This is a shitty movie. In my opinion, it's a fucking shitty movie. Deserves 2.7. I didn't get 2.7 on IMDb. I don't always agree with it. I know a lot of times I've heard from people, people fuck around with those ratings. But this is I can understand why. There is a fucking reason for it. There really is. And there's been some good films. Abominable and Dead and Deader. Those two films, 10 times better than Anaconda 3. Watch Dead and Deader with Dean Cain. Watch fucking Abominable. In my opinion, the best Bigfoot movie out there. Not including Harry and the Hendersons. So I can't just, oh, that's okay, it's Sci-Fi Channel. Abominable, Dead and Deader, they were on Sci-Fi Channel. They were good. This film, it was just boring. It was mediocre. Not even mediocre. It was shitty at best. And waste of motherfucking time at worst. It's an epitome of a shitty Sci-Fi Channel film. People rented the shit. Here's a name. And that's how they do it. Anaconda, I remember that. Does this have anything to do with it? No! A lot of padding. Just like this review. Just padding. Like the whole scene with the guy in the fucking barn goes on for way too fucking long. Again, just like this review. The film is bullshit. It's boring. There's nothing to the movie. Literally, you watching the film, you're like, fuck it, why don't I just watch this film again? Why don't I just watch fucking Lake Placid, the first Lake Placid and the first Anaconda, I just rewatch again. This offers nothing. Humor, gore, yeah, it has some practical effects after, well, I can't say most, some of them are after the effects, meaning after they've been killed, you see their dead bodies. But then, of course, some of them are, some bad CGI as well, so I can't say all of them. But that doesn't save a movie. I've seen thousands of, well, that's an exaggeration. Hundreds of horror films that have great practical effects. Don't mean shit. Anyway, fuck this movie. Yeah, I should have known there was a guy who made some shitty, one Seagal film I like, but some really shitty ones. It makes sense. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and stay tuned for Anaconda 4, Trail of Blood, John Rhys-Davies and this chick coming back, and you have fucking Johnny Cage himself from Mortal Kombat, Lyndon Ashby in it. Hopefully he can get me through it, unlike fucking the Hoff. So we'll see. But see you later and ciao.